Today we're gonna make one of the oldest drinks that there is, and arguably it's one of the best when the weather starts to warm up. It's made with whiskey, it's kind of punchy, and it's got this nice minty finish that it's famous for. It's called the Mint Julep. So in order to get started, the first thing that you're gonna need is some whiskey. Now I'm going with Buffalo Trace today. This is a bourbon. I think that bourbon is a lot more traditional with a mint julep, and I personally find it to be the best choice in the drink. The next thing that you're gonna need is some simple syrup. And I'm going with a 2-to-1 ratio. So this is a rich simple syrup. And I chose a white sugar because the darker sugars like Demerara tend to kind of get in the way of some of the minty freshness in the drink. And the last ingredient, of course, is going to be that mint. So you don't need to know much here other than just go for like mojito or spearmint and stay away from peppermint if you want a decent mint julep. Anyway, that's it. 3 simple ingredients. Let's get them out of the way so that we can build this cocktail. Now we're gonna be building this cocktail directly into its vessel. So I'm using a metal julep cup, but you don't have to. You could use any cup that you want. I just think that the traditional metal cup kind of elevates the experience, and they're kind of fun because they get this ice that forms on the outside because they get really cold, and the drink's kind of famous for that. Now, regardless of what vessel you use, the first thing that we're gonna be doing is adding our mint to it. So I like to start with 8 to 10 mint leaves. You could add more if you want it to be a mintier cocktail, or less if you like a little bit less minty flavor. Either way, just make sure you're not adding any stems because they kind of add this bitterness to the drink that's a little off-putting. So once we have our mint in there, the next order of business is adding our second ingredient, which is our simple syrup. And we're gonna add 1/2 ounce of our 2-to-1 rich simple syrup right into the glass there. And then we'll just give this thing a little bit of a muddle here. So we'll press on the mint leaves. And the goal here is not to shred the mint leaves up, but just to press them into the simple syrup and get some of the flavor and the oil out. Once that's out, all we have to do is add our next ingredient, which is our bourbon. And we're gonna give this drink 2 ounces. Again, bourbon is very traditional for a mint julep. You could use any whiskey you want. And if there's another whiskey that you like, let me know down in the comments below, in case I didn't already mention that yet. All right, so once we have all of that in the cup, we're gonna add some crushed ice to it. But we're not gonna fill it. So we're gonna fill it about halfway with crushed ice. And then we just wanna mix things up just to kind of get the flavors moving around in there. So we'll grab a bar spoon and just give it a little stir in the cup. All right, that looks nice and mixed up there. Now, once that is all kind of mixed in, we will go ahead and top it off with some more crushed ice. Kind of want to make a little snow mountain on the top of this thing. There you go. And then we're just going to garnish the drink. So a nice healthy bouquet of mint is what we're going for here. And I like to give it a smack just to kind of wake it up. I like a lot of mint flavor in my mint juleps. And we'll just add our mint down into it. I might have packed this a little too hard. And these are pretty difficult to drink without a straw, so we're gonna add a straw. And I like to add my straw right into the mint, just so when you go to take a sip of it, you've got mint right in your face. Anyway, that's it, guys. That is simple. Mint julep. This is kind of a traditional build right here. Let's go ahead and take a taste and see how we did. Oh, yeah, cold. I mean, it's, you know, this is a punchy drink. The bourbon is in your face, you know. The simple syrup softens it. The mint kind of follows up on the back end. So it's like bourbon, the sweetness, and then finally just kind of that mint in your mouth. So very light, very refreshing, easy drink to make. Anyway, that's it, guys. That's a mint julep. We got this one out of the way. I am always awkward at the end here, so I'll just say if you liked what you saw today, let me know down in the comments below. And yeah, until next time, cheers.